Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a book review for Lisa Jules, The Family Upstairs. And I got this um, from Books A Million for $7.97, and that was a pretty good deal for this book. I'm a big Lisa Jules fan, and so I want to read everything she writes. And this book for me was like a 4-star. It was pretty good. It's a little different than how she has wrote some of her other books. Normally one person like dies or is being stalked and you're trying to figure out who it is, and there's tons of twists at the end. This one, you have like 3 different main characters. 2 women and one's a guy. And you are getting each of their points of view in different chapters. And so one girl, she has, 2 kids and a dog, and it's pretty much basically homeless, and she's barely getting by, and she's playing like her violin on the streets to get some kind of income to help, take care of her and her children. And she decides that there's this old family house, and she decides that she's going to take the kids back there because the baby has become of age to get her inheritance. And you don't really know who the baby is. It just says, the baby is I think it was like 25 or something. So she is trying to make her way back to her old family home to meet up with this baby who's supposed to inherit the home. And then there is another girl who has always known that she was adopted. And, when she becomes a certain age, she is the one that gets this home of her actual birth parents. And so she meets with like the lawyer who, welcomes her to the home. It's more like a little mansion, and worth a pretty good amount of money. But she never knew her birth parents. She was adopted. Apparently, they, like, you find out on the back of the book and stuff when you read it, her parents supposedly died in some mysterious man in that home, and she was found as a baby there. And she supposedly has siblings, and they were never found. And, the police got reports of people coming in and out of the home and other children coming in and out of the home, and none of them were ever found. Just her as a baby and 3 dead bodies. Her mom and dad and a stranger that nobody knew about. And they called it like some like cult suicide. And then the last one, the perspective is from Henry. And Henry is telling you about the past. Things that happened in that mansion a long time ago. So he's telling you all about the past. And so the 2 girls is from the present, and Henry's perspective is of the past. And basically that's, in the home, like, everything kind of turned into a cult. But you are trying to figure out who, I think her name is Libby. I think that's who they call the baby. The one who inherits the mansion. I think her name is Libby. You're trying to figure out who she is. to Henry, because Henry is trying to get to that mansion as well to meet the baby. So you're trying to figure out who Henry is and who Libby is to them. And I think the other one's Lucy. I think Lucy is the other girl's name with the children. Trying to figure out, who she is, to Libby at all. I think that's what the characters' name are. I know Henry's because Henry is very interesting. He is very interesting indeed. So you're trying to figure out who everyone is to everyone else. You're trying to figure out who the people were that were coming in and out of the house and what exactly all was going on there. And what, like I said, I think her name's Libby. It's been a little while since I read this book, like a month or so. I'm trying to figure out, what her parents were like and how a whole bunch of people came to be at their mansion and then disappear. Because there was a reporter in this book that doesn't think that it was really a suicide. So, just trying to figure out everything that went on and why she was the only child found there and how she was alive. So, and at the end, of course, the ending there, it's left a little open, like an adventure is being had at the end. And I guess that's because, of course, she came up with the other book to this. Oh gosh, I don't know if it's a family reunion. But yeah, so she came up with the other book, a second book to this. So that's why it's left like that. But to me, it was very good. You have, a death and mystery and trying to figure out who all these other people are and how they played into everything. And I mean, it was really good to me. I enjoyed it. It's a little bit different than her normal books, but I enjoyed it. So I would definitely recommend. I know some other people weren't that fond of it because it was different than some of her other books, but I enjoyed it. So I will definitely be reading the second one of this. So that is my book review for that. I hope everybody liked it. And if you like videos like this, like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.